All right, everybody, let's do this. We are back with another season. Might, maybe, possibly, potentially be our last season. I don't know. Again, that new idea is very much on the horizon. I have mentioned this, though. I think we got a couple more for Seattle, and I'll tell you why. Again, coming up, I'm going to have a night off in the middle of next week because I'm going to be in Boston. I'm thinking we run the Seattle series for a couple more days. I have that night off when I go down to Boston, and then the next night we can start our new series up. So we got a couple more seasons tops now that I think about it. And this team's in an interesting spot. Would the new idea be better suited for the proper rosters? Not necessarily, because I wouldn't fully have the roster editing done. But obviously, like, everything related to the prospects would be there, so it could be kind of my test run for that. Yeah, man. So this is our team for this season. We have signed 43-year-old Alexander Oven Munchkin to the team. He'll be with Shane Wright and Billy Sutton. The reason why I don't want to leave Seattle is because we still have Shane Wright and Billy Sutton, and they're still so young. It's ridiculous. Matthew Tkachuk will be with Calle Olofsson, and of course Olofsson as well is another reason why I don't want to leave. And Bernard Facette will be on that second line. The fourth line, and well, really the bottom six, it's where we get a little bit risky, but we're giving these young guys a chance. Tucker Courtnall, the low elite. Justice Ho, of course, medium top six. And Trenton Hicketts, who is a rookie, 20 years old. Looks like a beast. The fourth line, Cameron Ronaldo, also a medium top six, but he's 24. Oleg Lazarev, who we got on waivers last year. And Benjamin Trotta, the enforcer. We'll see if he actually fights, because he doesn't, typically. The defense is outrageous. It is Thomas Chabot and Isaiah McDonald, Eric Chernak and Jake Chikrin, and then we also have Vyacheslav Medvedev and Timofey Kasparaitis still. And is it just me, or do the first and second line green looks a little bit more dull than the third line green? It's a +3, a +2, and that +5 is neon. The hell is up with that? At least maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. The goaltender is Israel Holden. He is a 90 overall at this stage. Jesper Wallstead still behind him. Never really made it higher than an 80 overall because EA said first round pick of a goalie? Low elite. Come on now. Come on. Olin Zellweger and Jacob Melanson are the healthy scratches. The AHL is stacked. Full of players, like absolutely stacked. And yeah, Kasparaitis as well kind of struggled a little bit to take off. But we know low elites can take off. We've just had some bad luck. And Kasparaitis himself has had some injury troubles throughout his days. It's been very, very disruptive, unfortunately, to the cause for Mr. Kasparaitis. But we'll see what we can do this season. I'm not expecting a whole heck of a lot, but also we do have a lot of talent on this team, even if we don't have the highest ratings anymore, so we'll see. But it was definitely worth kind of saying, aside from Ovechkin, let's move on to kind of a younger core. We're 2, 3, and 4, which is very pleasing, except it's not. Through the opening half of a month there, opening couple of weeks, we'll sim a full month, and then take it from there. That is how we shall do things. Benjamin Trotta will be out for a decent amount of this month, so say goodbye to the toughness. Unfortunately, Trotter is back. At least that'll give us a look at how well Melanson did in his role. We do not have many natural right wings either. All right, so you're gonna be okay. Okay, yep, nope, it's yep, nope, it's just simming the games that are grayed out. It's fine. Caden Negrin, a goaltender. Claim him as depth, I guess. So we're at 11, 5, and 7, second best team in our division. Calle Olofsson's leading this team in points, 25 and 23. Let's take a look. Ovechkin, 18 points in 23 games isn't that bad. Shane Wright on a solid 22. Billy Sutton on 18. So that top line's not quite gelling as much as I wanted them to. Tkachuk has 17 points. Olofsson on 25. Facette with 12. Tucker Courtnall with 11. 14 points for Justice Ho. 20 points in 23 games for Trenton Hicketts. Got a chance at the Rookie of the Year. On the fourth line, Cameron Ronaldo with 7 points, 9 points for Lazarev, and 3 points for Benjamin Trotter. Melanson, when he played, no points in 4 games. Not great, Jake. Not great. Honestly, putting Tkachuk back on that top line could be a good idea. Let's try it. Not that Ovi's been brutal. Oh, yeah, we'll give Ovi a little bit more time. Shabbat and McDonald are looking great together. Jake Chikrin and Eric Chernak are looking great together. Medvinov and Kasparaitis have been solid. Caspi still hasn't been amazing. And in goal, Holden a 906, but a 928 for Wallstead. We still have pretty damn good plus-minus numbers, given that the goaltending hasn't been outrageously good. Promising. A promising start. Nothing too crazy, though. No real indication of how we're going to do this year. Let's see what we got moving forward here. Let's see what we got. As decent start to the month. We won't put too much stock into it. We'll just let it go by. We'll let it go by, and we'll see what happens. As Tucker Courtnall goes down to a concussion, he will be out for a week and a half, less than. They have an interesting definition of how long someone's going to be out for, with concussion for. Concussion, no big deal. It's just the NHL. Barely even real. The NHL barely acknowledges them. All right, 21-9-8, still very good. We are still pretty much neck and neck with the Canucks because we cannot escape our bitterest rivals. Our most bitter of rival, bitterest. Ovechkin only scored 4 goals that month, I believe, but 27 points in 38 games. He is now up to 1,063. Shane Wright on 35 points, only 28 for Billy Sutton. You have Tkachuk on 29, Olesen on 33, Fiset on 22. I am going to make that Tkachuk-Ovi switch. Courtnall on 14 points, 19 for Justice Ho, 28 points for Trenton Hicketts. On the fourth line, Cameron Ronaldo with a solid 14 points, 19 points already for the fourth line, and Lazarev, 4 points for Ben Trotter, but he's a plus 10, so we'll take that. On the defense, Shabbat, great. Isaiah McDonald, great. Chikrin, great. Chernak, plus 21, not a big point getter, but that's okay. Medvinov has been fantastic. This team is rolling right now. Holding on to 918 and 906 for Wallstead. It's looking good. The idea of going with the younger guys has seemingly paid off here in the short term. See if it works out in the long term. Could go best lines, but I think we'll just leave it for the moment. Wait to see if some injuries happen. The bitchiest rival. I mean, that's one way to put it. By the way, I just saw on Twitter, congrats to Justin Bailey. 100th career AHL goal, and it was the first for the Abbotsford Canucks. You love to see it. The more I've thought about it, I've come around to Abbotsford's. Abbotsford's. That's just a weird word to say. Their green jersey that's almost Whalers-esque. I've come around to that jersey. I like it quite a bit. I don't like the road jersey. It's very simplistic and very plain. But it's, I've warmed up to it. All right, beginning of February, 29, 13, and 10. Still behind Vancouver. They're a tough team to catch. Tkachuk, respectable point total. Shane Wright as well, 48 and 52. Sutton up to 47. That top line, man, they gel together so well, even if they don't get any positives there. Okay, I made a hell of a choice. Wow, what was that, 11 goals in a month for Ovi? I think he was on 15, wasn't he? Wow, so absolutely swapping Tkachuk and Ovechkin was the right choice. Calle Olesen's looking great. Fisette's still on 29 points, but I'm feeling like, he'll benefit well from Ovi. But maybe we got to try Trenton Hickett's there. 17 goals, 16 assists. Ho looking pretty damn good. Courtnall's looking good. That third line's been great. The fourth line as well, also looking good. The one change could be... Ooh, man, if we move Hickett's, it's a +5. I don't really want to disrupt what those guys got going on right now. And dude, Hickett's doesn't even have power play time. I think we got to give Hickett's that chance. Let's give Hickett's that chance. Not that Fisette's done a bad job, but Trenton Hickett's could really take off to the next level here. The defense is looking outstanding. Outstanding numbers there. And to answer the question about Ovi, it is now 1,074. So indeed, he scored 11 goals the past month. Holden a 909. 904 for Wallstead, 4 wins and 12 appearances. So the goaltending could be better. But this offense is just absolutely carrying the team right now. I wouldn't expect us to really have to make a change at the deadline either. I think we're good. Sid, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. How's Final Fantasy been treating you? So we'll go best lines in the AHL for now. And I'm intrigued as Chikrin goes down to a sprained ankle for about a week. Shabbat injures his knee. He'll be out for about a week as well. Scary time for that injury. Hickett has slowed down quite a bit. Let's put Fisette back up there. Actually, I don't think we really even ended up with that much to be done. So Zellweger will come in for Chikrin. Wrapped up yesterday. Nice. I think that's the game on a long, long list of I'll never end up having time to play this. Actually, we sim more games than I thought. I think we'll be putting Fisette back on that second line. Still 4 points back of the Couve, but 34, 16, and 11. Given the risks that we've made with this team, we did well. But yeah, Trenton Hickett's was not ready for prime time on that second line. He just wasn't. But I am so proud of the middle six. Ovi has 31 goals as a 43-year-old. Like the only choice we could, the only change we could make is like Benjamin Trotter, but why? With your full-time job rebalancing the rosters for EA, it's time to play. Nailed it, buddy. Sums it up well. Johnny, what's going on, man? I'm doing pretty good. Doing even better now that this team's destroying worlds. I don't think we have to look to do anything at the deadline. I think we just go for it. Granted, we just lost 5-3 to Buffalo. The game before that, though, we beat Columbus 9-1. It's deadline time. I mean, I'll wait and see if there's somebody available, but I doubt we make a move. Miro Heiskanen, Alex Tuck, Philip Tomasino. The one that got away. We nearly started off this series by signing Brady Tkachuk, and we didn't. Hey, Seth Jones' deal isn't even up yet. That's hilarious. Dylan Cousins, Nick Suzuki. I mean, Heiskanen's like full value. Brady would just be funny. Boy, they really want Kasparaitis or like Ben DeHaan. Problem is, it would be pretty expensive to bring in Brady from the looks of it. Yeah. That is an expensive rental. We can't get rid of Ben DeHaan. We can get rid of Orr. There's a third round steal in terms of value. And Brady Tkachuk has been traded to Chicago. They took the first deal they could for Seth Jones. Brady Tkachuk is off the market. Well, the dream died thanks to Chicago. And it died rather quickly. Although now Chicago has him listed for sale. Uh-huh. Pittsburgh makes a deal. Not involving Brady. And Chicago doesn't want to move him. Did he have that contract before? He might have, and I might have just missed it. But I feel like he had 1 year left before. Maybe I was seeing what I wanted to see. Okay, you guys are saying it was there. Fair enough. I don't even know where the hell we'd even play Brady. He'd have to be on like the 3rd or 4th line, and it's not even worth it, man. Especially for that. There are some dudes available that could help. We're sticking with the youth. We are gonna stick with the youth. We'll let Brady go. He's the one that got away. It was Seth Jones in 2 seconds for Tkachuk in a 5th. As much as I would have loved to have gotten both Tkachuks on the team, there isn't anybody on this 3rd line that I'm willing to drop down to the 4th line. There's no way. I'm not stunting any possible late development there from those guys. There was just nobody to make it worth it. This team's good, and we have a lot of talent down in the system if we need to make changes. I love where we're at right now. I really do. I think we'll be okay. Let's watch this team collapse now, shall we? As we do play Brady Tkachuk immediately as we take on Chicago. We'll sim to April 1st. The question is, can we catch Vancouver? In the standings, they have had the heads up on us for pretty much the entire season. We got a nice point streak going. Very nice point streak here. Our 90 overall goaltender is out until the middle of May. Jesper Wallstead, come on down. Holden's time is up. Your time is now. Hopefully you can see the pucks. I don't know. John Cena memes. Oh boy. Okay. Cam York ends up on waiver. That's a morale crisis right there. If he's only a 76, that could be a good depth claim for us. We'll take Cam York. Absolutely. As Kasperitis was apparently roughed up. Man, losing Israel Holden. That hurts a ton. That is a rough time. I mean, York's a 79 at least. He was only signed until the end of the year. So, we'll get him some good morale. Glad you picked up that option. I mean, you can only have so many good goalies on the team, though. So, can never really prepare for a starter to be hurt. We are, right now, the top team in the division. We have 1 point above or on the Vancouver Canucks with 6 games to go. We know we're back in the playoffs as well. The Canucks are now ahead of us by a point as we play Colorado and we win. It's going to be a neck-and-neck race as Nashville fires their coach. We take on Dallas, a point back of Vancouver again. We lose Morozov in the AHL, and we win that game 5-2. Still neck-and-neck with Vancouver. 4 games to go, 1 point separating the two teams. Anaheim, we win. We've won 6 of our last 10. And we still have a point on Vancouver. So if we win here, it's a 3-point cushion. Sharks have only won 2 of their last 10. Big wasted opportunity there. Big. Seattle, down by a point now. We have to beat Vegas. Well, I don't think we're winning the division title now because we're going to choke it away. And indeed, the Vancouver Canucks have claimed the top spot in the Western Conference. We'll be taking on the San Jose Sharks in round 1. As we win our final game of the season against Calgary, we absolutely threw away that chance at the division title. We could have been up by 3, and instead, we lose that title by a point. So, heartbreaker, but it will be the Sharks, who had nearly an equally as good offense, but had worse goaltending. So, If we look in the Atlantic, it is Toronto, Tampa, and Florida who made it. The Central, St. Louis, Arizona, Winnipeg. The Metro had Columbus, Philly, Islanders, Devils, Rangers, and of course the Pacific you would have already seen. So in the entire league, we were the 4th best team. In terms of goals for, Columbus was unreal, but we did have the 3rd best offense in the league. Columbus was just on a different level, though. And goals against average, bottom 4, tied for 5th or 4th, call it what you will, but certainly could have been a little bit better. Our power play was at 17%, which was mid-table. Our penalty kill was also mid-table. Okay, so we got to work on the special teams. Got to work on those special teams lines before the playoffs begin. Shane Wright led the team in points with 81. Sutton finished with 75. Olesen with 73. Matthew Tkachuk again broke 30 goals. He had 71 points. And a 43-year-old Alexander Ovechkin scored 44 goals, had 69 points. Nice. 1,992 points. He will break 2,000 if he doesn't retire. 50 points for Fisett, 43 points for Hicketts, 41 for Justice Ho. Again, they were third-liners. Oleg Lazarev had power play time and put up 39 points because of it. Goodness gracious. Courtnall with 32, Ronaldo with 21, Trotter with 8, and Melanson with 1.9 appearances. So, it's not too bad. Defensively, 58 points for McDonald, 50 for Shabbat. I said we didn't have a replacement for Brandstrom. Apparently we did. Isaiah McDonald has really stepped into that role. Chikrin with 41 points as well. He was great. Kasparaitis with 25, Medvedev 18, Chernak 13, and Zellweger barely got to play. And, yeah, he was okay. Melanson is an OG Kraken pick, yes. Holden had a 912, but again, he is hurt. Wallstead with a 908. Arkhipov might not be the answer. If Wallstead can't get it done, it looks like our chances rely heavily on Jesper Wallstead once more. It's Philip Forsberg, Cole Sillinger getting it done in Columbus. Goal scoring king was Spike Woodworth in Vegas. Eichel and Philip Platt up there. Laine also still with the Blue Jackets. Defensively, Adam Fox won the Norris. Make no mistake. Cale Makar again with the Islanders as well, which is very weird. Mira Heiskanen was third. Just maybe that was the move. And in goal, the winningest goaltender, Elvis Merzlikins in Toronto. Shutout leader was Carter Hart with 8 in Philadelphia. Save percentage king. Skapo Kakkonen, he likely just won the Vezina. Carter Hart was also up there. John Gibson. In the rookie race, Clinton Sizek, he absolutely crushed it. So did Vyacheslav Kaigorodov. So a good season for some of our rookies, but they cannot compete with that, to say the least. So, could go best lines. See how that changes up the power play unit, and to be honest, I think that's what I'll do. Allow me to old man this because I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember or not. A couple of different lines to remember. Take a nice little screenshot of that, a nice little screenshot of that. And that way when I go best lines, I can make sure I get the same lines together. So it is Shabbat, McDonald, Chikrin, Chernak, Medvedev, Kasparaitis. That's all well and good. But for the forwards, oh god, it came out blurry. Well, here we go. It puts Lazarev as my second line center of all people. Okay. This game really likes Lazarev as a good option, but there we go. Those were the lines. Why does it like Oleg so much? Definitely an offensive threat, but damn. Kept him on the power play too. I'll trust it. We'll adjust it if we have to. Definitely worried for Jesper Wallstead. Playoffs are an entirely different animal, but we'll do what we got to do. Yeah, Negrin and Yakupov will be the 1-2. We're set up well. I don't know what to expect, though, from the San Jose Sharks. No idea what they look like at this stage. We'll get right down to business, too. We actually had fewer wins than they did in the regular season, but 16 OTLs compared to 3 helps out quite a bit. What do the Sharks look like here? All right, so they have Marcel Durrett, 83 overall, Sebastian Aho, and Yves Solis. Aho, of course, Kraken legend. Kalyan Krok, William Eklund, and Casey Middlestat. Brock Petrovitsky, Alexei Sorella, and Ryan Hartman. Matthias Nilsson, Nikita Kuleshov, Kyle Sernkovich on the fourth line. It's good. The defense is Sanheim, Trouba, Dumba, and Larson, Dermott, and Clifton. 10 years ago, that would have been really good. Our defense is definitely better than that. Goaltender-wise, Skylar Olver. That's concerning. Scratches, Ralph Gerber, Rasmus Kupari, Oscar Sundqvist. We have a better team. That will not be surprising to anybody. 92-95, but the goaltending's down to a 79 due to the injury. In terms of this stuff here, again, Fisette, Holden, Kasperitis, like we are just absolutely stacked when it comes to X Factors and abilities. Stacked. The Sharks have Aho with an X Factor, Eklund, Petrovitsky, and Solis with abilities. So, big advantage there. Will it mean anything throughout the course of this series? God, I wish, but we'll find out. Let me put a prediction up in chat for those of you who care enough. And we'll go for it, man. We've made it to the conference finals 2 years in a row. Can we begin the road back once more? It is game number 1. Let's see what we got. First period, and that is a damn good start. Fisette, Medvedev, and Ronaldo. No disrespect to any of the three, but none of them are star players for us. So that is extremely promising to see them getting the goals. For you. Shout out to, I don't even know. I thought it was a Q, but it's an O. I'm guessing it's OC Canuck. Thank you for the follow. Let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah. Damn, dude. That's a hell of a start to this series. Second period, okay. Aho, Eklund, Durrett. Thank God Sutton scored. We went from 3-0 up to only leading by 1. It is 4-3. No power play goal. Another power play chance. Alexander Ovechkin is ageless. Casey Middlestat's a pain in the ass. Connor Clifton ties it. Holy shit, Wallstead. Ovi scores again. It's 6-5. Please, God, let that be enough. Please. Oh, thank God. The Kraken take game 1 by the score of 6-5. Ovi steps up in a big-time way, but that was some abysmal goaltending on both sides. I am so worried without Holden to be our starting goalie. So worried. We'll give Wallstead the chance, though, man. He's our guy. Game number 2. Let's see what happens. First period, 3-2. Oh, my God. Eklund, Aho, and Sorella. We had goals from Ronaldo, second in as many games, and Thomas Chabot won Mr. Hot Sam Bacho. Second period, it's 4-3. Hot Sam once more. Timofey Kasperitis. Similar situation, up 4-3. Alex Ovechkin scores in the third period. Is this a, what day is it? Is this a rerun? Is this a rerun? Good Lord. 5-3. 9 minutes to go. Please and thank you. And it looks like it will be enough. It hasn't been overly pretty, but the Kraken have a 2-0 series lead thanks to Chabot, Ovechkin, and Ronaldo. Ovi with 5 points in 2 games. Remember Olesen having like 16 points in the first round last year? Madness. I do miss Artemi Panarin, but Ovi's our new breadman now. Game 3, we keep winning. Let's hope that continues. No lineup changes. First period, 2-1 for the Kraken. Courtnall and Ronaldo has been unreal. Look at this guy. You got one Ronaldo, no shots. This Ronaldo, all the shots. Matt Dumba with the lone goal for the San Jose Sharks. So we're up 2-1. Second period, and we're tied. That must have been for the Ronaldo joke. Casey Middlestat scores. We go to the third period, tied for the very first time. We haven't made it to the third period without a 4-3 lead. Come on, meow. Come on, boys. Big win here. Character-defining win opportunity. We kill that off. 4 minutes to go. Get it done. Want it, need it, do it, love it. Overtime. It's not in the Cup Finals. It is not an elimination game, so we will not watch it via slow sim. We will go for it. Here we go. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ovi. Halfway through. Come on. Please. Could be double overtime. We're getting pretty far into this one. 4 minutes left in OT. It's going to go to OT too, isn't it? If you've ever watched me play franchise mode before, say it with me now. Ready? Don't blink. You might miss it. It will end within the first 5 seconds real time, 5 minutes in-game time. And breathe. Here we go. Double overtime. Game 3 goes to the Seattle Kraken. Justice ho! Justice is served. And the Kraken have a 3-0 series lead. 42 saves from Jesper Wallstedt. That is what he is capable of. And Justice ho is the guy to get it done. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are 1 win away from making it back. Has the top line scored at all? I don't think so. Nope. Nope. And 1 goal for Billy Sutton. But then you got Ovi on 5 points. Olesen with 1. He had 16 in 6 games last year. It is the bottom 6, man. Particularly that 4th line. Goodness. Some of the boys need to wake up a little bit here. We're also getting some contributions from our defense for sure. We march on. Game number 4. First opportunity to close out this series. Can we get it done? Our AHL team is also in the Calder Cup playoffs, as you'd suspect. First period, 1-0 Sharks. 2 seconds left in the period. Matt Dumba gets it. They crushed us. 16 shots to 5. We're lucky to not be down by more than 1 goal. Let's be honest. Second period. We're now down by more than 1 goal. That sucks. That sucks. I just talked about this, boys. Third period, we're only down by 2. I think we have a shot, maybe, at coming back. We got a chance. Alex Ovechkin, there we go. Come on. Will it into existence. Will it into existence. Billy Sutton. Billy Sutton. Billy Sutton. Billis. Billy. Overtime again. It's okay. Shane Wright, Billy Sutton. Somebody big, please. Somebody score. Overtime. Chance to close out the series. Can we do it? Power play for the Sharks goes to waste. Power play for the Kraken goes to waste. Let's go. Want it. Need it. Get it. Get it. Want it. Need it. It was Bernard Facet. But job done for the Kraken in round number 1. A sweep of the San Jose Sharks. Jesper Wallstedt turned into a wall instead of being shit like he was in the first 2 games. Thomas Chabot as well. They call him Hot Sam for a reason. That was a fantastic first round. Couple of close games. All but 1 game was decided by a goal. The last 2 went to OT. But we are moving on to take on either Calgary or Vancouver in round 2. Back to the second round one more time. Wallstedt finished with a 9-16. Not bad. We didn't have to see Dmitry Arkhipov there. Shabbat with 6 points. Phenomenal. 3 points for McDonald. 1 point for Chikrin. No points for Chernak, but that's okay. Medvedev with 3 points. He's been outstanding. And the 1 goal for Kasparaitis. Up front, Tkachuk. No goals, 2 assists. I don't know what it is about Matthew Tkachuk, but in the playoffs, he is so frustrating. Shane Wright was tragic by Shane Wright levels. And Billy Sutton heated up a little bit at least, but defensively, that top line was abysmal. Ovi was fantastic. Is the morale bug still in the game? Define the morale bug. Define the morale bug. I think I know what you mean by that, but I'm not entirely sure. Olesen with 2 points. Fisette. Serious clinching goal. Courtnall was okay. Again, Justice Ho had a game-clinching goal. Hicketts was all right. I mean, Ronaldo was great. Lazarov was great. We trusted the younger guys, and it's worked out so far. For sure. Shane Wright still not scoring. Correct. Let's march on, man. I'm not necessarily speed running the playoffs, but I want to find out how this is going to go down. Calgary and Vancouver go to 7. We have had many duels with both of those teams. Who will it be this year? It will be Calgary as the underdogs. Get the job done and knock off the #1 seed. So again, we take on the Flames. We cannot escape Calgary and Vancouver. And this is, oh my God, not again. He's still there. Let's be honest, I don't have to run down this team. It's essentially the same team that it's been for years. And Kirill Kaprizov is a massive pain in the ass. Valimaki Severson, Hannafin Lindell, Graham, and Wojciech Bielas. The goalie is Colton Ellis, though. And if I'm not mistaken, God, who was it before? Well, the prospect growth is a bit iffy in the 2029 and further, where prospects will fully develop. Example, last year, NHL 21, I had immediately center, hit 60 points to 20-year-old and get stuck. You know, to be honest, yeah, I still feel like that kind of happens where certain players get stuck. I don't feel like it's in relation to certain point totals, though. Honestly, it's just bad luck more than anything. Is there a coach that can give you a +5? Ooh, they have Crosby, and he's hurt. I could get a +5 on the top line. I'm choosing not to use it. We're a better team. Again, that team is so similar to anybody that hasn't seen the other playoff series we've had against Calgary. Sorry. But that team is so super similar to what we've seen year in and year out. Offensively, they actually have a 1-point advantage. But we do have the defensive advantage and the goaltending advantage despite the injury. And yeah, I'll have to pay out the old prediction. Shout out to the 7% of people that said San Jose. Your lack of faith did not reward you. I'm not going all caps for Calgary. Screw them. But the Flames do have Crosby, Kaprizov, and Sestito as X-Factors. Lindholm, Lassell, Svensson, Therafal as superstars. So, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see how this plays out. Round number 2. First period. Again, can we make it back to the conference final on yet another occasion? Please. Please, please, please. First period, 1-0 Calgary. Sestito does get the goal, unfortunately. Low scoring, high shooting. I'm playing on medium scoring, high shooting right now, and I'm getting similar results, I'd say. Not perfect, but similar. Sestito with the opening goal. Second period. Hey, there we go. Calle Olsen on the power play. Alex Ovechkin tied it after Damon Severson scored. So we are tied heading into the third period. I would honestly expect this to be nothing but close game after close game after close game as Sestito scores again. Come on, boys. You're not done. You're not done. You're not done. Get another one. Please. Damn it. Calgary takes game 1. Colton Ellis stops 29 of 31, and that is unacceptable. And still, that top line is awfully quiet as an AHL player has broken his nose. Cody, take it easy, man. We'll jump into game 2. Not desperate for changes quite yet. That top line just needs to wake up. It's that simple. First period, goalless. Second period, not goalless. Sutton finally gets back on the board. Alex Ovechkin strikes again. He has been clutch. We go the third up by 2. Not overly confident yet. Sestito scores on the power play, but Fisek gets it right back. Power play for Calgary again. Therafall scores. Medvedev scores. It's absolute madness. Enjoy the ride, everybody. Shane Wright on the power play. It's 5-2. 3 minutes to go. And the Seattle Kraken tie this series up at 1 game apiece. A nice bounce back win. Big third period with 3 goals there. There's Billy Sutton on the top line leading the way. Calle Olsen with 3 assists. We'll take that. We'll take that. It's going to be a damn close series. Other side, by the way, is Winnipeg and Edmonton. So Minnesota and Colorado can finally leave me the hell alone. Game 3. Live and die with this squad. It was so good for us. Let's see what happens. First period, 2 goals apiece. Therafall, Ho, Lindholm, and McDonald. We need to change the PK. That is 2 more penalty or power play goals there for Calgary. 2 more failed attempts by the PK. It's not good enough. But we are tied at 2. Second period, now 3-2. Matthew Tkachuk, welcome to the playoffs, buddy, against your former team. How many times can you play the Flames in the playoffs and completely disappear? We're up by 1. Heading into the third. Calle Olsen makes it 4-2. Good stuff. Come on now, power play again for the Flames. Great kill there. Very, very good. Kaprizov scores. It's clenching time. Medvedev makes it 5-3. Since when did he turn into an offensive defenseman? Pelletier scores. Clench. And check for the empty netter. And relax. 6-4. The final of game 3. Sutton with a hat trick. A basket of apples. Medvedev as well with a solid game. And we're up 2-1, as are the Jets over the Oilers. I don't know what to make of this team still. I really don't. Tkachuk, 1 goal in 7 games. Wright, 1 goal in 7 games. Sutton with 2. Ovi has outscored the top line in terms of goals by himself. Everyone else is doing fine. If that top line can step up, we're going to do some big-time damage here. It's up to them to step up. I'm not breaking up any other lines. That top line, we sink or swim with them. They got to get it done. It is game number 4. First period. Oh, baby. Alex Ovechkin with 2, including 1 on the power play. Matthew Tkachuk has awoken like the great stone dragon. And we're up 3-0. We kicked the shit out of them, too. 17 shots to 4. Second period. Chikrin, Ronaldo, and Ovechkin. It's 6-1 after Nino Niederreiter scores. I get the absurdity of me wearing this jersey as well, but it's okay. 32 shots to 12, 6-1. After just 40 minutes, to the third period we go. Alex Ovechkin is an ageless wonder. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. As Emil Heineman gets a goal back, it's now 6-2. And that is too little too late, and if it's not, then we should forfeit the rest of the series. Because, my God, would that be embarrassing. 6-2, the final score. Ovi with the Hattie, Tkachuk with 2 points, Hicketts with 2 points as well. And the Kraken have won 3 in a row and are 1 win away from making it back to the conference final for the 3rd straight season. Can we get it done in game number 5? First period. 2-2. Olsen and Ovi to bookmark it. Kaprizov finally gets back on the board. He's been a little bit quiet. Emil Heineman also scored, so 2 apiece here. Second period. Hicketts, McDonald, and Ho. A goal for Graham. It's 5-3. Heading into the third period, we are perhaps 20 minutes away from getting the job done here. Come on now. Come on now. Let's do this. I believe that we not just will win, not just can win. We got this. As Alex Ovechkin scores again. The Seattle Kraken are back in the playoffs. The Seattle Kraken are back in the first round, and then they were back in the second round. Now they're back in the third round again. We have seen the story play out over and over. But we have another kick at the can here. We went young with the bottom six, and it's worked. It will be Winnipeg or Edmonton in the conference final. Matthew Tkachuk woke up a little bit. 6 points in 9 games. Now 9 points in as many games for Wright. Just 1 goal. Billy Sutton, 9 points as well. Ovi has 11 goals. At 43 years old. Again, almost 1,000, almost 1,100 goals, really. Is that 1,092? Has over 100 career playoff goals as well now. Olesen on 11 points. Fisett up to 8. You have Courtnall with just 2 points. Ho with 5. Hickett's with 6. And then Cameron Aldo with 6 points. 6 assists for Lazarev and no points for Ben Schroeder. On defense, Shabbat, 11 points. 6 for McDonald. 6 for Chychrun. A lone point for Chernak, but he's a +8. Medvedev has been outstanding. And 1 point for Kasparaitis. And in goal, he's been a bit of an enigma, but it's a .910 save percentage for Wallstead. And his, Ovi continues to score at the rate that he's continuing to score at. That turns out to be good enough. Seattle marches on again. Will it be Winnipeg or will it be Edmonton? They're also going to Game 7. It will be 3 Canadian teams en route to the Cup final. Toronto could make it 4 Canadian teams in 4 rounds. Time will tell. Who will it be? Winnipeg or Ed Money? And the answer is Edmonton. Edmonton. From Vancouver to Calgary to Edmonton. Vortex, I can't say that I have. Conference finals against the Oilers. God damn. Let's do it. Let's keep going. I want to see what happens. Our team's staying the same. I'm not line shuffling. We live and die by it. What do the Oilers look like? I'd imagine similar. Oh my God. So it is Draisaitl, McDavid, and Mark Stone. Garland, Stevenson, Balsers. Torsten Clefbaum, Mason Shaw, and Christian Fischer. And a fourth line of Simon Holmstrom, Xavier Bourgault, and Charles Hudon. The defense is Darnell Nurse and Rasmus Anderson. Watch out for headbutts. Bodie Wild and Olli Levy. Thomas Harley and Samuel Sholand. Oh my God. And in goal, Tristan Jarry. Wait, did we play San Jose in the first round? That's right, we did play San Jose in the first round. Why did I think we played someone else in the first round? I was thinking of Vancouver because we were neck and neck with them the whole time, and then Vancouver lost to Calgary. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was just tunnel vision on Vancouver because we couldn't catch them. That's what I was thinking of. It's all well and good. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is still there. He is hurt, and Jordan Binnington is there, and he's trash. Fair enough. Fair enough. In terms of what Winnipeg looks like, to see if it would have been any easier, I mean, let's be honest, they don't have McDavid. Yeah, it would have been a little bit easier, in theory. Yeah, oh my God. Winnipeg. Oh, Winnipeg. Bastards. We get to play McDavid, Draisaitl, and the Oilers in round number 3. Again, beating San Jose, Calgary on the way to get here. And not being able to make it. I consider Vancouver and battling them the whole way a way to go. Also, Columbus and Toronto are meeting in a conference final for like the 5th time, god damn it. They're just dominant. Well, in terms of X Factors, we know what to expect with the Oilers here, too. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Mark Stone. Superstars, Binnington, but he's not playing. Xavier Bourgault, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Darnell Nurse. All with abilities. Fair enough. Let's do it. Round 1. We have struggled to get out of the third round and back into a cup final situation for many years now. Again, I've said it, third straight trip to the conference final. We're 0 for 2. Can we finally get over the hump here? First period, goalless. Almost doubled us up in shots. That's not that bad for us. Second period, that's bad for us. Connor Garland and Christian Fisher, 2 very late goals. We're down 2-0. We are down 2-0. Come on now. Ovi, Wright, Sutton, Kachuk, Olesen. Any of you, please. Oh, God, the power play's failing. Please. Don't get shut out by Tristan Jarry. Thank you, Alex Ovechkin. We at least didn't get shut out. I don't even care if we tie it. We didn't get shut out. 2-1 the final score. The Oilers take game 1. Calgary did as much, and then we pretty much cruised from there. But Tristan Jarry stops 30 of 31. Because fuck you, that's why. Oof. We'll go to game number 2. Game number 2. First period, goal apiece. Chandler Stevenson and Shane Wright. Welcome to the playoffs in terms of goal scoring. Just his second. Second period. Thomas Chabot, Alex Ovechkin, Matthew Tkachuk. The names are showing up. We're up 4-1. Much better. The team remembered how to shoot glove side on Tristan Jarry. It's all it takes, boys. As Bernard Facette and Justice Ho get in on the fun, Tristan Jarry is getting, as we say in the business, it's a real technical term, pooped on. Connor McDavid scores at 6-2, and too little, too late. That is your final score. The Kraken tie it up at 1 game apiece. Great games for Chabot and McDonald, our top defense pair. Very, very good. It's all right. We've overcome injuries before, and we'll overcome this one as well. We do lose Chikrin due to injury, though. It raises the question of what to do defensively. Not going to sign Ben DeHaan. We could debut him like Torrey Krug. We won't do that. So it will be one Olen Zellweger, who gets the chance with Eric Chernak. And to be honest, Zellweger, you're just going to get the chance. This is an incredible chance for you, Olen. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. It is game number 3. And to be honest, I want to redo the lines because I think that puts Zellweger on the power play. It does. So let's go best lines. Sutton, Wright, Tkachuk, Ovechkin, Olesen, and Facette. Lazarev. Trotter. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. And then Chabot, McDonald. Good. There it is. Game number 3 in Edmonton. No pressure. First period. M1-0 Seattle. Shane Wright. He's heating up. Second period. Goal apiece. Charles Hudon was able to tie it, but Thomas Chabot gets it back. We're up 2-1. Again, game 3, a series tied 1-1. Calle Olesen scores on the power play. Up by 2. Still a long way to go in this game, though. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 5.5 to go. I'm getting hopeful, optimistic. The Seattle Kraken. Let's go. Ronaldo seals the deal. 4-1. Your final score. Jesper Wallstedt, fantastic performance. And Thomas Chabot, who we nearly didn't bring back. I was hoping to see Rasmus Dahlin on the open market. That didn't happen. We bring back Chabot instead. And that turned out to be a very, very good decision. To the point where Thomas Chabot is likely to be re-signed. As, once more, the Palm Springs Pineapples, whatever the Pineapple Pete's, they'll take on the Springfield Thunderbirds for the Calder Cup. Both of these teams won 60 games in the regular season. So I don't know if we'll be winning another Calder Cup, at least our third in this franchise's history, but hey, we'll see what happens. as we go to Game 4 against the Oilers. A 2-1 series lead now. First period. And we might be due for a repeat of what happened against Calgary. Justice Ho, Matthew Tkachuk, and 2 goals for Shane Wright. 4-0 lead for the Kraken at the end of 1. If we lose this game, I'm going to cry. Second period, 5-1 now. Billy Sutton on the power play. Xavier Bourgault gets one back. We're up by 4. Heading into the third period, Tristan Jarry falling apart. Billy Sutton makes it 6. Tkachuk makes it 7-1. This is outrageous. Power play for Edmonton. It is too little too late. Shout out to Oilers in the chat. You showed up at a great time as Courtnall makes it 8-1. A demolition of Edmonton on their home ice in Game 4. The Seattle Kraken, 1 win away from making it back to the Stanley Cup Final. The top line all represented here. The best game of this postseason for that trio. Chychrun is still out. Columbus 1 away from punching their ticket. Can we do the same? We're in the exact same situation. It's game number 5. Are we finally going back to the Cup Final? First period, 1 goal apiece. Lazarev on the power play and Christian Fischer. For Edmonton, they nearly doubled us up in shots. Second period is goalless, so here we go. All the marbles. All the marbles at stake here for the Oilers, and Chandler Stevenson scores. Calle Olesen gets it right back. Alex Ovechkin makes it 3-2. Connor McDavid, I think just his second goal of the series, makes it 3-all. Edmonton has to win to keep their season alive. Justice Ho makes it 4-3. As the clock is winding down, we have under 2 minutes to go. Seattle at home, and the chance to end this series right here and right now. The question is, can we get it done? We're still on True Broadcast. That's perfect. Let's do it. If it's going to happen, we're going to see it happen. Can the boys get it done, or am I going to screw this up, send us to overtime, lose, and then we end up losing the series? Time will also tell there. 1:47 to go. A chance. A chance, a chance, a chance. We are under 2 minutes away from going back to the Stanley Cup Final for just the second time in team history. Like I said, 3 straight trips to the conference final. We've lost in the past 2 years. I think to Colorado and Minnesota. As Nurse loses the puck, here's Shane Wright. Burst of speed. Gets absolutely murdered. But he's back on his feet. Here's Clefbaum, not Oscar. Wright recovers down low, nearly turns it over. Wallstead is forced to cover. Good old Jesper. Darnell Nurse, still an Oiler. Ovi, Olesen, Fisett. The oof line is out. As we lose the draw, Anderson's shot blocked. McDonald's there. He loses it. Draisaitl has it. Draisaitl shot stopped. Good save by Wallstead. Double team pressure. Ovechkin in trouble. Ovi can't get rid of it. Mark Stone is there. Bumped off by Ovi, who gets the puck back now. 56 seconds to go. Here's Ovechkin's shot on. Nearly caught Jarry off guard. Olesen wearing a great number, dare I say, as the puck taken away. Leon Draisaitl now. Jarry to the bench. Draisaitl backing on rebound. Shabbat takes it away. Connor McDavid was right there. Here's Calle Olesen, shoots, scores! And the Seattle Kraken are going back. Oh my God. That was such a bad rebound. But we survive it. They're showing McDonald despite it being Calle Olesen's goal. Man, we gotta watch that. It was so close to being a tie game. So close. Because watch this from Draisaitl. Honestly, it was kind of deceptive. It looked like he was going to cut in, and then all of a sudden he just throws a backhand on, and that is a muffin for Connor McDavid. But Thomas Chabot is the one who comes down with it. Shockingly, McDavid just gets boned, let's be honest. Connor McDavid would have that puck, but it's fluttering around. And it's Thomas Chabot. Look at this. This game's so stupid. They should have scored there. Look at this pickup from Chabot. Like, what even is... Look at the spin cycle. Why would he not... I mean, he's already in the middle of turning. Why would he play that on the backhand, right? Like, obviously, in real life, you let that go, complete the spin, and pick it up on the forehand. Instead, he does this. And comes away with it and gets the outlet pass. Not to mention, he totally should have lost the puck on, is that Medvedev? That's Fiset's skate. Oilers got jobbed. The Oilers got hosed. How is that not? Like, I guess you can't get incidental contact on teammates' skates. I think that's what the rule is, which is okay. But, like, I understand it, but hey, it works. Chabot, again, able to get that outlet pass. Tough handle for Ovi. But look at Ovi. You got McDavid and Mark Stone. He acts like he's going to skate, and then he stops and dishes it over to a wide open McDonald. Calle Olison's there, avoids the poke check, and buries it. What a game. What a game. We are going back to the Stanley Cup Final. It is likely to be Columbus. As Jari goes to the bench once more, 30 seconds now. Medvedev has it. He's looking around. What a pass by Medvedev. Ronaldo gets another one. I gotta make him number 7. Because his name starts with a C. He's our own CR7. It's Cameron Ronaldo. That was the dumbest pass I think I've ever seen. And Ronaldo gets it done. Seattle's getting this opportunity. That was the fanciest empty net goal. It is 6-3. We said enough of the marauders, so to speak. Aside from Ovi, let's not bring in the Klim Kostins or anybody else like that. Let's go with the youth. And so far, it's paid off. 12 wins down. 4 to go. One more save for Wallstead. Jesper Wallstead, by the way, the one to get us into this spot. Craziness. Craziness, craziness, craziness. Tristan Jarry can't get it done for Edmonton. We knock off McDavid and Draisaitl, who were pretty damn quiet in that series, too. As Shane Wright leads another handshake line.
This was a lot of fun, a lot of action, a lot of physicality, but being second best stinks. This is a long off season about to start.
Well, there's your Clarence Campbell Bowl winners. I used to love the All-Star Campbell jerseys back in the day, Ray.
Named after the longtime president of the
Okay.
National Hockey League, Clarence.
Good. I think someone pointed this out to me before, but I haven't really noticed it until now.
What an amazing achievement to get
Watch the handshake line. By the way, shout out to the only 55% of people that thought we'd win that series.
You're still 4 wins away.
Watch the handshake line.
Well, the downside in this...
Okay, Shane Wright. Okay, right? They're shaking with their right hands. Unless I'm seeing shit. So it's right. And then, like, just the camera cuts made it look weird. Yep, see, what is that? Look, so here's Shane Wright. Okay, so he starts off on this side, which establishes that the Oilers are to the right of Shane Wright. But then you get to the next guy in line, why is he's going down that way? What is this? Come on, man. Really? And then it switches back. Come on. And then it fucking switches back.
Series is over.
You got right. And then here's Ronaldo just chilling. He just switches sides. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best game ever made. Whoo! Somebody clip that, please. I'll clip it myself. I don't give a shit. That's incredible. Come on, EA. Come on. Oh, delightful. I love this game so much. Whoo! The Seattle Kraken on their way. On their way. Do I want to go back to NHL 21? I don't recall it in 21. It could be there. Caden Ackers, man, that AHL team's getting roughed up. As we don't yet know if it will be Columbus or Toronto. But it will be one of the two. We are back in the Stanley Cup final. A chance to win yet another cup. And I said at the start of this that this would probably be, you know, one of our final few seasons, but we win the cup and who knows? Israel Holden is healthy. Do we go with Holden? Do we go with Wallstead? Oh boy, do we have some decisions before the puck drops in game one.